Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. Today we continue our Beatmaker Bootcamp right here at BusyWorksBeats.com/BetterBeatmaker. I'm going to show you today how to create that 90s feel to your songs. What they used to do is copy a lot of funk and 80s technique, which is to use a lot of key modulation. So in short, key modulation is when you go in and out of keys on purpose. So for example, if I play this chord progression, it's a 2-5-1 by the way. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is a key modulation right here. So I'm going to start from the fifth of the chord that I'm trying to move towards, which is, or excuse me, the second of the next scale. So in this case, I'm taking the second from the A minor scale, giving us a diminished chord, and then we can walk up to E dominant seventh and then play A. So let's play this in context now. While I play it fluidly, hopefully so. So let's tap out the tempo. Okay, this might be a little fast for me, but regardless, let's play these chords. Okay, so once we play that, then we move into the diminished. Messed up, but here we go. Okay, so let's piece that together. So the BPM was way too high. Okay, so I should have written that at 72. Regardless, let's copy this chord out. Let's cut that chord out. So what we're doing is a 2. For those who understand, this is a second. This is a tritone substitution of the fifth, the dominant fifth. Then we're moving into the tonic, in this case, C major, ninth. And then we're taking this chord down into a color tone that I like. And then I'm moving into, because this is a half step away, moving into B diminished, which is the second of the minor scale. And then here's where that chord should be. So we went through 2 different keys, but it feels cohesive because of the music theory that we're using. So when people tell me music theory isn't important, you know, that's why they're stuck most of the time, is they don't understand how to get outside of a scale or how to creatively, you know, play the notes you want to play and still make it resolve. So again, let me, slow this down. This is a D minor ninth chord here. Then we're using what's called a tritone substitution. It's just a faster way to play that dominant chord for me because it's not so far away on the keyboard. And then we're moving into the tonic, C major, in this case, the ninth version. And then I like this chord as a more of a transitional chord. And then we're moving into B diminished. This is a B diminished seventh. And my ear wants to go upward. So all I'm doing is taking that top note and then walking it up the scale. And then here we're playing that dominant seventh with a diminished on top, and then back to A, minor ninth in this case. So really the diminished chords are very important, these 2 chords here, because they create the tension we need to transition from key to key. Very important. So again, you could translate this to any key. Let's hit shift down to transpose this key. Now we're in B major. And now move into the other relative scale. So in this case, we're using relative scales. We didn't jump too far into different scales. You can use key modulation to take you into scales that aren't even, remotely relative. So for example, I can move this structure really anywhere and it will resolve. Because it's the same 2-5-1 of the minor scale in that case. You could pick whatever minor scale you want. I think it sounds best in the relative scale. Okay, so just little tricks like that. That's why music theory is so important. I know a lot of people try to skip over it and call it irrelevant, but if you're really trying to get into that like sample maker type bag where you're making your own samples and making the vibe of the 90s, the 80s, and all those classical eras, you have to understand what they did when they played their instruments. And the 90s is known for its chords and its feeling. So learn more in the Beatmaker Bootcamp. Go to busyworksbeats.com/betterbeatmaker. I'll leave a link below. I just want you guys to understand how deep this stuff goes. Thank you guys for watching. It's Game from busyworksbeats.com. Peace.